But here's the problem with the Packers, man. I don't think they're particularly good against the run. I mean, the stats obviously back that up, but when you put on a tape, it's like, shoot, it could be even worse. And this goes right down the Cowboys' alley, man. You definitely want to attack the Packers on the ground in this game. You're on the road, pack a defense, pack a run game. You got a shot. They're 24th, like I said, in yards per carry. They're giving up almost 5 yards per carry, Cowboys Nation. I mean, that's not great. And to running backs specifically, not talking about quarterbacks rushing, not talking about wide receiver, jet sweeps, or anything like that. They're giving up 119 yards per game to running backs specifically and 5 yards per carry. The only two teams that they've held running backs under 4.4 yards per carry were the Bucs, who have the worst rushing attack in the league. And then last week, they held the Lions backs to under 4.4 yards per carry, but the Lions rushed for 118 yards in a dub. So it wasn't like they were just stopping these dudes. Overall, when I watch this Packers run defense, I just don't see a defensive line that's stout, that plays on the other side of the field. It's obviously a two-gapping scheme, so they're kind of peeking and shedding, but I just don't think they have those 3-4 ends that do that well for you. And as good as Kenny Clark is as a pass rusher and can get upfield, he's a guy that you put some bodies on him, man, and make him have to get through the muck. If it ain't Kenny Clark making a damn play, it needs to be the linebackers. And they got good ones. Quay's good. Campbell is good. But I just don't think their D-line is stout enough. And when you got a team like we are with Tyler Smith and Terrence Steele and Zach Martin, these guys want to maul you. They want to put their bodies on you and maul you. And I think the Cowboys can do that, man. I just do. Then they can do that. And I noticed one thing they had trouble with over the last two games was some of that tempo. But that may be a little harder to come by from the Cowboys standpoint since we're on the road. Tempo is a little easier to do at home because you're not dealing with the crowd noise. Silent count, obviously, you can do, but you want to be able to hear. So I wonder if we'll roll out that tempo that we did against the Bears. But it'll be something interesting to keep an eye on. Now, with all that said about their run defense, the Packers want you to matriculate down the field because they make it difficult for you in two departments that do matter. Third down defense, they're second in the NFL, and red zone, they're fifth. So this could be one of those games where Tony Pollard, if he busts off a 50-something yarder, 60-something yarder for a touchdown, that may be the explosive play because will you get a ton of opportunities in the passing game to hit explosive plays? Probably not. Pretty good secondary, pretty good pass defense. It may have to come off a play action and over route, missed assignment, a great catch. But I think your big plays are going to come in the run game. And you're going to need one of these to hit. Or when you get down into that red zone, man, you have to capitalize because they want you to make a mistake. They want you to be, false start. They want you to, holding, hands to the face, turnover, which they don't get a lot of those, but they want you to make that mistake and get you in third down and long so that they can get Preston Smith. At one point, it was Rashawn Gary, but no more Rashawn Gary. Get that pass rush after you and make it difficult for you to throw on third down because they have a good secondary. So, again, don't have to do anything pretty, man. It just kind of follow the same script. Run the ball. A poor run defense. Play action. Give me a lot of that. I need 10 plus play action plays. And I mean real play action plays, right? Get creative. Their defense, they're I don't want to say edge rushers, but they're 3-4 bigs. Jaron Reed, salute to him, but I think he's playing out of position. They're not anything to write home about. Now, Preston Smith can disengage very well. I mean, Preston Smith that'll be a fun matchup because he's a bigger guy for a Tyler Smith as opposed to the smaller dudes. And Tyler likes to get into a wrestling match, but this would be another one of those things where Tyler can get more experience against a different type of outside linebacker, edge, whatever you want to call him. But I don't think you have to switch anything up offensively for Dallas. Continue to run the rock, get the play action going, be smart. And like I said last week about the Bears, you got to be smart because this is a better secondary than the ones you played last week. Take your hits. You're going to get about 4 to 6 of those 15, 20, 25, or maybe even more potential opportunities in the game. Hit about 3 to 4 of those and then score in the red zone, man. Score in the red zone against a team that's stout. Tomorrow we'll talk about the other side, but I think the game can be put away. Not too many games have been put away against the Packers because their defense isn't atrocious. But if Dallas is as efficient as they were last week, this game could be put away, man. It's no offense to A-Rod. I just think it can be. They just think it can be. I don't think there's the same mystique in Lambeau Field as it was previously. But return of McCarthy, 5-game losing streak. You haven't been home in a couple weeks. You're going to have to kind of deal with that onslaught of energy, match that energy. And if you match that energy, if you come out and you punch them, you strike first, you strike hard and show no mercy. I don't know if that crowd is going to be up for it after that. This video is brought to you by our friends at Willard Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Willard is your go-to destination for air conditioning, heating, plumbing, air quality, insulation, ductwork, and much more. They've served the DFW area for over 30 years, and with their 100% money-back guarantee and 24/7 emergency service available, it's no surprise they have the best client reviews in the business. We know how brutal these summer months can be without the proper AC system, which is why you need to call Willard Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today. They'll keep your home cool with the highest air quality with guaranteed top-notch customer service. It's only getting hotter here in Dallas, so schedule your service today at willardac.com.